So I'm going to be a first-time mom. Yes, I'm almost 40 years old, having my first baby. Very exciting. But I wanted to make sure that I was only using products that were natural, that didn't have a lot of chemicals. And I'm also vegan, so the fact that this is made from flaxseed and avocado really drew me. So I just washed my hair, no product in it. With this flaxseed, it just lasts. I don't have any issues with it, so it's nice that I can use some flaxseed gel that actually lasts.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wash and Go Wednesday. I am Tim, your host and COO of CurlMix. So if you all don't know, CurlMix is the clean beauty brand for your curls, and with our 4-step system we help you get the best wash and go ever using non-toxic ingredients and all organic and natural ingredients as well. So welcome to Wash and Go Wednesday. If you are here for the first time, let us know. Just drop in a comment and say, this is my first time on Wash and Go Wednesday. I'm excited. And if you're checking in from any new state or city, let us know where you're coming from. And then if you're watching this on replay, also write replay. Like every Wash and Go Wednesday, I am here to show you how to get the best wash and go ever with our amazing in-house stylist, Miss Andra Renee. Hello, Andra. Say hello to the people.
Hello, current and soon to be curl mixers.
All right, and of course, today is October 30th. It's the day before Halloween, so as you can see, I'm in this ridiculous Chewbacca outfit, but Zuri loves it, so I'm going to rock it for you guys tonight. And of course, I'm rocking my CurlMix underneath. Got to represent for the brand as well. But tonight, we will be focusing on a couple really cool things, and I'd like to introduce you first to our model for the evening, Miss Marissa. How are you today?
I'm good. Hi, Tim.
All right, so I have a couple questions for you as the people are joining us. I see all my favorites like Deb and Stephanie and Caprice and Wendy, but we want to know, how would you kind of classify what you normally do with your hair? Do you normally wear wash and goes?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So you're an OG with this, right?
Well, I used to do twist outs, but now for like 2 or 3 months, I've started doing my wash and goes.
What made that change for you?
You guys.
Oh,
Okay.
I kind of led you into that one. But Marissa is a curl mixer through and through, and we really love having her on. What's your favorite mix?
Probably the vanilla berry.
Right on.
The vanilla berry.
That's perfect. It's my favorite as well. And so we'll get you guys started on the phase number 1, which is our shampoo phase. I'm just going to go ahead and get her started with wetting hair, because every great wash and go starts with water, and we want to make sure we get her hair nice and wet while I finish up all the business stuff. Like every Wash and Go Wednesday before this, we are here to give away tons and tons of free gifts for you just for participating. So we'll be giving away hundreds of dollars worth of free products tonight if you participate. And then also we'll be doing a gender reveal for our new baby. As you might notice, Kim is not here with me, and that is for a very special reason, because baby Lewis number 2 is here. And I promised last week we would do the gender reveal with a CurlMix box, and it's also going to be the mix that we use for tonight. So the baby is a boy. So for all those folks who kind of saw it a little bit earlier, I know Kim posted it on Instagram, but yes, yesterday afternoon, we welcomed a brand new baby boy. He came a little early than we expected. I thought for sure we had like a couple more weeks, but we're on his schedule. And oh my God, he is perfect. He looks just like his mom, just like his brother. I told Kim, you really only make one type of baby in your family because everybody looks the same as a baby, and they are perfect, absolutely perfect. Mom is doing great, baby's doing great. We had a ton. It was a little bit like a long process, and maybe 10 or 11 hours, but baby came with no real issues, and we are super excited. So I'm gonna be doing Wash and Go Wednesday by myself while Kim and the baby are at the hospital recovering. But I can tell y'all already, she took it like a champ. She was already up and walking on the same day. We did a whole photo shoot at the hospital today. It's been kind of crazy, but she's like already ready to go. She don't need no breaks. But we're gonna try to let her relax for this week, and then she might be back with us next week for all of those who had those questions. But like I said, we'll get back to our regularly scheduled program with Wash and Go Wednesday. We will be giving away our Vanilla Berry Vanilla Berry system all night long, and that includes the shampoo, the conditioner, the moisturizer, and our gel. So that's step 1 through 4. And as you can see, Andrea and Marissa have already started on step 1, which is the shampoo. And you always want to start every wash and go with water. So we'll check in with them, and then we'll also start our very first giveaway. So for all of you guys who are joining up with us, in order to participate in our giveaways from this evening, you have to do a couple things for me. Number 1, you have to share the live. So you hit that share button down at the bottom if you're on mobile, and up at the top if you are on the desktop version of Facebook. And then on YouTube, I'm not exactly sure where it is, but you have to share the live in order to win. Customer service is in the chat checking everybody. So for a lot of our giveaways, all we do is pull up the list of people who have shared. We pick some random winners from there, and we also want to make sure people are participating. So share the live in order to be eligible. And then number 2, if you've won in the last 30 days, unfortunately, you won't be eligible tonight. We want to spread the love here at CurlMix and give everybody an relatively equal opportunity to win. So thank you for all of those folks who have shared the live already. Also, if you have any questions you want to ask me or Andra throughout the evening, whether it's about CurlMix, whether it's about the new baby, whether it's about how to care for your curly hair, we are here for you throughout the evening, and we'll be pulling those things out. So we'll do our first giveaway right off the bat. I'm just going to pick a random winner who shared right after we check in with Andra. So share. I'll catch up with you in a second. All right. So how are we doing in the basically we're just wetting the hair, right? Mm-hmm. So I remember from all of the lessons that you've taught me over the last few weeks, there are a couple things that we want to look for when we start to saturate the hair, especially if you're a stylist, you have lots of different clients, so you know almost better than most that every hair type is unique. So what are a couple of the things that you are looking for right away if you're just now getting introduced to wash and goes for a new client?
Okay, so if you are just getting started, we're at the phase before we apply any product where we get the water onto the hair and into the hair. It's very important to not rush this step. I have had it for myself when I first started off doing wash and goes, and I used to wet it a little bit and then go straight to product, straight to shampoo. and it maybe wouldn't distribute, it wouldn't get in the hair on the scalp like I needed it to, and I would just have a hard time getting it through the hair. Water is the key. It is very essential and important that you get the hair saturated, or in other words, full of water. Now, how do you know if the hair is saturated with water? Because if you saw, I know you didn't see, but when we first came to the bowl, if I put that water on there, it just kind of rolls off. What you're looking for primarily is weight. So over time, given the porosity of the hair, depending if it's higher or lower on the spectrum, that water will begin to absorb into the hair. Okay, as long as there's not like a crazy amount of buildup, or it's not super duper low on the spectrum, it'll start to absorb. And so what I'm looking for here is weight. Actually, I want to see the hair weighed down before I start to apply any product.
Thank you so much, Andra. And I can't believe I forgot this in all of my ramblings earlier. But like every Wash and Go Wednesday, even if you don't win any of our giveaways, you can win, because from now until midnight, you can save 20% off your entire order on CurlMix.com using the code in the description. That is WGWOCT30. So WGW October 30th. All right. And then I also have our first winner. So congratulations to Whitney Mansfield. You are our very first winner. Congratulations. Also, Kim, I see Kim is in the comments from the hospital checking in, so feel free to shout out Kim. Congratulations to our very first winner. I need you to do a couple things for me now that you've won our first giveaway. I need you to take a screenshot of the end of this live. It says this live has ended. Send that to us in an email at info@CurlMix.com, and we'll get that product sent right out to you. But without further ado, we're going to get started on our shampoo phase. So we'll check in with Andra and get all that nice hair lathered up.
Yes.
So you've already added the shampoo, because I imagine you got the weight on there. And I see it's already lathered up extremely well. That happened really fast.
Yeah.
What? So is there something that you're looking for now that it's all lathered up and you're kind of doing this chunky detangle, I see?
Yeah. So first, one of the reasons why it's lathering so quickly is because Marissa, I said that right?
Yep.
Marissa shampooed her hair this morning. And so we are working on clean hair. That's one of the indicators. There's not a lot of buildup. And so one of the comments said, what does the hair feel like, what does the hair feel like if it has buildup? So you have to kind of be able to compare it to clean hair. Clean hair, the way that I can best describe it is kind of like dishes. So when you first take your dishes, and let's say you had spaghetti or whatever, it has kind of a film of grease over it, or just whatever food you've been eating, right? Once you actually put that detergent on there, the dish liquid, and get it clean, it has a squeakiness to it, right? Like there's nothing in the way between what your finger and the plate. And so that's kind of the same with hair. What we're looking for is kind of a squeakiness, so that the hair is ready to take the conditioner. And so whether you're doing one shampoo, like we're going to do one today, because she doesn't have a lot of buildup, so we don't want to cleanse too, we don't want to over cleanse. Then the same thing goes for if you're doing like 2 shampoos. You want to look for that squeakiness.
So as we're looking for that sweetness, I gotta shout out some of my favorites. I see all of our OG Triple OG curl mixers in the comments, and I'm also gonna start our second giveaway, right? So hey, how's it going, Jabrina? Oh, hey Marla. I see everybody in here. Wendy is here. Let's see who else is here. And then I see a few people are asking me what the heck I am wearing. So if you are late, I'm celebrating Halloween. I have my little Chewbacca costume on. Let me see if I can back up and show you guys all the details. This is actually really, really hot, so I may end up coming out of this by the end of the night, but I'm wearing it for you guys. I think, the last October, I don't even know if we dressed up. Did we? I have to ask Kim. But I know the time before that, we did Wash and Go Wednesday in our Power Ranger outfits. And that was a ton of fun. I was a Blue Ranger, Kim was a Pink Ranger, and it just so happened that we both loved Power Rangers growing up as kids, watching it on Saturday afternoons and stuff like that. All right, and so I'm also going to get to a couple questions, right? So if you want to participate in the next few giveaways, make sure you share the live, because towards the end of the night, I'm going to be doing some trivia, and I know you don't want to miss that. Kim is here, so I get to run wild with the trivia. I think I'm going to do 3 giveaways, just trivia. All right, y'all ready for that? Yes, Jabrina, I'm wearing a Chewy onesie. It is hot, but I love it. It's really cool. It'll be nice to wear it out in Chicago because it's cold. When we take Zuri trick-or-treating, it'll make up for this heat that I'm feeling right now. And then also, it's kind of hot in my hair. I've been in the hospital. I have not done my hair. This is like a 7-day-old wash and go. So we'll see how that works out too. All right, so welcome. Oh, we have a few new folks who are coming into the live. Let's see. Oh, Joanna is here. Joanna's been here for a while. She said, look at Tim sporting Chewbacca Chicago style. I don't know what Chicago style Chewbacca means, but I'm doing it. I'm in Chicago. I'm rocking Chewbacca. All right. Let's see. Stephanie is here. She said she shared. Leslie, she shared it too and tagged a friend. That's awesome. And then I would be remiss if I didn't mention our folks on YouTube as well. Shout out to Les M, who has been here every week. I would see a few new names. Let's see. Pamela, Stranda, Cassie, and Shanette. I have not seen those names before, but I do see Tay Curls. Hey, welcome back. All right, so Marla is excited about the trivia. You said you had something?
I see a question.
Oh, you have a question?
This is from Les again. She said she's ready for trivia. So the hair doesn't have much suds to it. Yes, exactly. When there's buildup, because of the way that shampoo is formulated, if it's formulated properly, it'll go in and it'll almost won't suds. It'll kind of die down because it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. The molecules in it are grabbing onto that buildup and that oil, and then they're attaching to the water and rinsing away. So then that's why a lot of times when you go in for your second shampoo, or if it's been a rough week, you go in for your third, you don't see, or you see a lot more sudsing than you did the first time. It's because you don't have a lot of buildup to pick up now because you've done that first cleanse.
That's really cool. Oh, shout out to AR Baker. AR is back. AR is one of my favorites, as is Array. And Array just said, somebody said she looked like Chewbacca. Man, all those curly hair haters, we don't have to deal with them. Your hair is beautiful, Array. And especially since you use CurlMix, we know it's coming out bomb. They were just hating. Don't worry about that. So we are moving on to step 2, right?
Getting ready to.
We're getting ready to move on to step 2. So that means it is time for another giveaway. And because Kim is not here, I thought about not doing the numbers giveaway, but I know she's in the comments, so we just gonna do it. We're gonna make Kim happy. We're gonna do our numbers giveaway, and I had a special friend of mine pick this number tonight. It was actually Marissa's little brother, right?
Yep.
So Marissa's little brother has the special number ready for you guys. So from now until we find the first person we see get that number, it's 1 through 100. All you have to do is use one number per comment. A few people were posting like the numbers 1 through 20. That's not gonna cut it. It does not work. One number per comment. All right, and you have to share to win. So as soon as we see that first person pick it, you will be the winner, and you will win our Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system with organic castor oil. All right, if you guys are excited about that, go ahead and write in your numbers. Once you put in your number, let me see a like on the video, so I'll get to see as everybody gets their numbers in. And feel free on YouTube, you guys can win too. We're watching you. Oh, we got a few people posting it really, really high. I also see that there are some numbers. There are some numbers quite kind of in the range there. I'll say maybe in a couple minutes we'll say how close it is. Well, they'll get it. Trust me, they always get it. Don't worry. All right. So I see you're rinsing out the shampoo now.
Yes.
One of the cool things about this phase for me is, and especially what I try to do, is the cuticles of the hair are open. So this to me is like where I add the most water in that phase, because I feel like the cuticles are open and it's ready to absorb all of that water. So I take an extra long time while I'm in the shower and make sure that that hair is saturated. Is that what you're kind of doing now?
Yeah, so what I'm doing is trying to get all of this product off. We do not want any shampoo left. because products will react to each other. And so that's one of the reasons why I do not leave conditioner in before I style, because we don't want those stylers to have to fight to get into the hair. So what I'm doing now is just making sure that we're thoroughly rinsed. And there's some shampoo hiding back here, and that's totally okay. Like I said, be thorough with it. And if you're in your shower, go ahead and like lean your head forward, right, to get the crevices of the head, right, around the ears, right back here where it can be difficult. So we're at a bowl, so our technique is a little different. But yeah, make sure you're rinsing very thoroughly before you go in for that conditioner. And also, just one more thing, what you saw me doing earlier, it's like a pre-detangle, so we don't want to wait to pull out the tangles and things like that all the way when we get to the conditioning process. You just see me taking chunks and separating. That's just like going to allow me to get through better when I go to apply the conditioner and when I go to detangle.
All right, so it looks like we have a winner in our numbers giveaway. So you guys can stop posting the numbers. We have a winner, and our winner actually comes from YouTube, right? So we have a winner from YouTube, and it is Neki Poo 1. I hope I'm saying that correctly. That's just a new username, but you know who you are, Neki Poo. So make sure you check the live. I'm sorry, you share the live, and then also send us a screenshot at the end of the live, you know, the one that says this live has ended, or on YouTube, I actually don't know what it says, but send us a screenshot to info@curlmix.com so we know you watched it when you stayed with us all the way to the end. But congratulations, Neki Poo 1, you are the winner of our Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system. All right, so and then I also saw a couple comments in there that kind of had me laughing in the background. Somebody had wanted to know if Kim was handing out samples of CurlMix at the hospital. Absolutely not. But funny thing is, the doctor who checked Kim in and we were getting everything started, he was like, "Wait a minute, aren't you Kim from CurlMix? Oh my God, this is my first celebrity client." And I was like, "Oh, we're not celebrities," but she was super excited. She had amazing natural hair. And she said she'd use CurlMix, so that was really, really cool. We had a curl mixer. Actually, 2 curl mixers did the delivery for us because Kim's OB-GYN is my cousin, and she is an amazing, amazing doctor, and of course she uses CurlMix. What's funny is that she's in the group too, but she'll never comment, and it's hilarious. But we had 2 curl mixers helping to deliver the baby, which was just like mind-blowing to us that we've kind of had that effect on people. People asking about how Kim is doing and how the baby is doing. They are completely fine. That's like every other question. Kim is up and walking. She is happy and healthy, moving around. She's already got back to work, and the baby is healthy. He looks just like his little brother. Let me see. He was 7 pounds 4 ounces and 20.5 inches long, and with a full head of hair, and he looks just like his mother. So, you know, I got boys, but they don't look nothing like me. It's crazy. I always tell people they're only boys because of me, but they are definitely like carbon copies of their mother. So hopefully they act like me, so I can kind of relate to them a little bit better. But so far, he's a really chill baby. He does not cry. Kim is taking like everything in stride, feeding him on schedule, so everything is working out. So I'm happy. I'm super excited. I miss him already. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start our next giveaway, right? We'll start giveaway number 3. And for those of you all who are just now getting here, every Wash and Go Wednesday, we give away hundreds of dollars of free prizes. Tonight, we'll be giving away our Vanilla Berry system. And in order to win this next giveaway, all you have to do is share the code. Share the code, and I will pick one random winner. And so that code is in the description, right? And you can also click that link and see the code as well, which will take you directly to the CurlMix website, right? So that code is how you can save a huge 20% off your entire order from now until midnight. So if you have not tried CurlMix, or if you tried CurlMix and you want to get your re-up really, really cheap, now is the time. So that code will only be active until midnight Eastern time. We will cut it off, right? So make sure you are checking out with that code, and we'll have our team help me select a winner. So How's the conditioning phase going, Andra? Outside of that.
Yeah.
She's drowning me.
I know. I'm trying not to drown my client here. Okay.
You know, it's easy, you know, it's not the same as a shower, but
Look.
sometimes it happens.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all don't. This
Right,
is
we
a lot
don't
of
want to
pressure.
mess up this
y'all.
amazing highlighter and bronzer.
Exactly.
up here,
I know.
right?
Okay. Blame me. Just blame me.
Yeah, you're fine.
So yeah,
You know what's funny? Your sister had an amazing face as well. People were like, "Oh my God, what do you have on?"
That's your
Right,
sister.
so-
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
they look
clearly,
like
you guys have the makeup down pat and the hair
That's
down
funny.
pat. What's left? You got it all.
What's left?
Oh my goodness, that's funny. Okay, so we are conditioning now. So I have added conditioner, distributed it, and then I added water. Because as we always say, you might not need more products. You may need that product that's in the hair to move around. And so we add more water. We don't rinse it out. We add more water to get a good distribution going on, because then we're going to go in. I'm doing a little bit more of kind of like chunky detangling. Then we're going to go in with that detangling brush and get those shed hairs out. And so how much shed hair really depends on how long it's been. Now, since she just did her hair today and she detangled, we probably won't get a lot. But she has very fine strands, and so it's very important that she goes in and gets that shed hair. Because let's say she's using a wide tooth comb, that's going to miss a lot of those hairs that are stuck up in there. And so it's important, based on your hair, what kind of tool you use. To make sure that the hair isn't getting stuck in there, because that can have a really negative effect on the ends of your hair. And that's also why it's important to keep up with your maintenance cuts.
Yeah, Rachel Hodge, she said conditioning for some reason this is her favorite part. You know, I feel like washing on Wash and Go Wednesday is a little therapeutic for some people. I feel like we should do one of those like asthma videos. I'll have maybe John cut up the sound and move it left and right, and we'll get you guys really relaxing as you listen to the sultry sounds of our voices here, and watch Andra gracefully slide through the hair as she detangles. I don't know. That's my best impression of the asthma video. But no. Thank you all, everybody who is participating in the giveaway. I think I'm going to go ahead and select a winner. We've had dozens of people entering. The comments just keep going. So, let's see. My winner is Marquita Wilkerson. Congratulations to Marquita Wilkerson. You will be the proud new owner of a Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system. And that Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system features my all-time favorite fragrance, the Vanilla Berry, with organic castor oil. And this is supposed to help strengthen your hair. And it also has one of the better holds. So if you have type 4 hair, this one is going to be perfect for you. So congratulations to our winner, Marquita. All right, so we'll start our next giveaway in just a second, but I want to get back to that detangling. I don't want to rob you guys of your relaxing asthma experience, right? And then I'll also be answering some questions too. So if you have questions, make sure you add them in the comment. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one from YouTube right now. Pamela Deloach, she said, I exercise a lot and my hair and head get sweaty. Any problem washing more often, or how often is too often? So like we always recommend at least once a week, but Andra has great advice about what you should do to conform your routine to your lifestyle.
Yes.
Take it away.
So that is a great question, because now you're actually thinking, what about me specifically, right? What about my lifestyle, and what do I need to do for my regimen? So generally, you cleanse, you condition, and you style, right? But we want to make sure that we're accounting for the things that affect you. And so when it comes to exercising a lot, it depends on how much, but if you sweat a lot, you want to get that sweat, those toxins that are coming out into your scalp and onto your hair, you want to get that stuff off. And so you can test out, maybe try twice a week. Try once, let's say you do it usually on a Sunday, then you can come back in maybe on a Wednesday and do it again and see how your hair behaves. How does it feel? How do you feel? Does it feel really, really itchy, like you need to do it once more in between? Like, you have to kind of gauge and get to know your hair, right? So make sure that you're really making observations during your cleanse and your condition and your styling process. So definitely a great question. Depends on, like, do you work a job with toddlers? Right? Like, are you taking a lot of public transportation? Things that can affect how often you need to cleanse. So great question.
Yes, I find that I almost always end up with food or something in my hair because Zuri's hands are perpetually filthy. I don't understand how it happens, but there always ends up being food in his hair and food in my hair. It's a problem. But luckily, we make sure he's relatively clean most of the time. But we do our best here, but he's definitely against us in that category. Tamala, she asked pretty much the same question. She says she works out 5 to 6 times a week and always sweats in her head. So she basically had the same question. So basically, you might want to try experimenting, see what your head can take, and go from there. But at least once a week is what we always recommend. Let's see, do you have any other questions? If not, I think I should get started on another giveaway. Oh, matter of fact, someone just asked about this, which is leading into the next topic I had on my notes. So, we had Tay Curls from YouTube. She asked, what time is the Friday release? Now, if you guys don't know about the Friday release, that's okay. All the true fans have really been bugging us like, oh my God, when is CurlMix Fresh launching? I need to know right now. There are comments and questions all in the group. We're getting a ton of emails. Even though we send out emails, there's a whole blog post. I'm going to go ahead and solve it for you tonight. So we are launching CurlMix Fresh Friday morning. And if you guys don't know what CurlMix Fresh is, it is our new limited edition, small batch, handmade products just for our true curl mixers. So from this month and then a few times in the future, we'll be launching some limited edition products because we realize one thing that makes CurlMix really, really cool is that we own our own manufacturing facility. So most other companies, they don't make their own hair products. They usually get a third party or a co-packer or somebody like that to make their products. But we make almost all of our products in-house. So we have the ability to make really kind of cool niche custom new things really, really quickly, and we want to share that with you all and kind of get back to our roots. Because I don't know if you know this, but CurlMix started as a DIY box company. Each month we would send you guys all natural ingredients to make your own hair care products at home using all natural and organic ingredients. And we basically launched almost 24 products in those 2 years that we were working that. So we were constantly creating and launching new recipes, new ingredients, new products using great ingredients, and we want to get back to those roots. So that's kind of the spirit that we launched CurlMix Fresh with. And then on top of that, the curl mixers picked what would be in this CurlMix Fresh launch. So the key ingredient for our CurlMix Fresh release on Friday is tea tree oil, and it comes with organic grapeseed oil and a fresh mango fragrance. So you guys picked those in our Facebook contest. Those are our winners, and we'll be launching a flaxseed gel, the pure avocado moisturizer, the serum, and the body butter with those fragrances and oils. So I know you guys are excited, right? It'll be launching Friday morning. We will be sending out an email first thing in the morning, but there's a new wrinkle. So if you guys don't know this, there is a select group of CurlMix individuals who kind of get the edge on just about everybody else, right? Those are our VIPs. So our VIPs, our CurlMix VIPs, which are our top customers from the last couple of years, they will get early access. So if you are a VIP, you can expect to get access to the CurlMix Fresh launch tomorrow, Thursday. Right, so check your email inbox. If you know you're a VIP, then you're all set. You know what to do. Just be ready to claim your CurlMix Fresh because, like I said, it's a limited edition. There are only, the maximum is 200 of any given product. I think with the butter and serum, it's even less, maybe like 50 to 25. But there's only 200 gels, 200 moisturizers, and once they're gone, they are gone. We will not be making it again. Right, so CurlMix VIPs will get early access tomorrow morning. Make sure you're checking your email for that notice, right? And if you don't know if you're a VIP, you will by tomorrow. We'll let you know. All right. So Sharon Jackson, she said, y'all better not sell out. The goal is to sell out, Sharon. That's the goal. So make sure you get yours early because I do not expect it to last very long. Like Kim says all the time, when we first launched CurlMix, we sold hundreds in a matter of hours. So if you don't, as soon as you get that email, hit the link and get your CurlMix fresh. It will be gone, I promise you. AR Baker, she said, I hope I can get something. AR, I'm totally sure AR can get something. So everybody who is ready, let me see some hearts if you're excited about CurlMix Fresh. Like I said, it'll be launched Friday morning. You can also check out the blog that we sent in the email on Monday to learn a little bit more about CurlMix Fresh and how we got it started. And then also there's some really cool flashback pictures that we found. Kim and I went searching way back in the archive, and we found the pictures from when we did the very first CurlMix box in our living room in Atlanta. We had a couple of pictures from our very first holiday launch. It was really cool to take that trip down memory road, so we want you to share that with us. So if you go to CurlMix.com, go to the blog and check that out, or check your email for that link as well. So how are we doing on the detangling phase, Andra?
Yeah.
So we change angles a little bit.
So yeah, she's not in the shower. And so what I need is to be able to get access to her scalp and get those roots detangled. And that's harder to do when we're laying back in the bowl. So that's why we're sitting up. And it's kind of mimicking how you'll be. You'll be standing in the shower or sitting up. And so what we're doing now is detangling, but something I realized is based on her type of hair, it will retangle while we're sitting here. Is that, I don't know her, I didn't pay her to say that, okay. And so because of that, what I'm going to do is once it's been properly detangled, mind you, I'm going through this again because it retangled. And that's just something that you have to kind of observe while you're doing your hair. I'm going to actually put a twist in it. And I know y'all never see me do that. But that's because I need it to stay relatively kind of stretched until we can rinse out this conditioner. And so that's just an observation that I've made just from doing this section right here.
Yeah, so that's actually kind of the original thing that Kim used to do. She would section her hair and twist up the parts that she had already detangled. One, it helps the curls clump, but the most important of all, it gets those things out of the way so you can keep operating, right? You don't necessarily want to get old detangled hair mixed up with the tangled hair, for lack of a better word. So you can section it and separate it and then keep it moving. All right. So a few people are asking. I see Tay Curl. She said, VIP, do not buy up all the products. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But I'm sure there will be some left on Friday. We have a few VIPs, but we'll see just how much is left. And there may. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say anything. But you guys just be ready for it. I'm not going to give up anything. I don't want Kim being mad at me for giving away stuff. All right? But we will do another giveaway, speaking of giveaways. So we already have gone over the code for tonight. But I want you guys to do something really special. It's the thing that I love to do the most each Wash and Go Wednesday. So for the new folks, tell us a story of why you want to try CurlMix. That is, if you haven't done it already. And then for those of you who have tried CurlMix, let us know why you love CurlMix. Right? And I'm going to pick a couple stories and do a couple giveaways, and I'll be answering questions throughout. All right. Yeah, Joanna, she said, I was just about to say the same thing you said about how Kim sections and twists. Yes, Joanna knows the story. We were doing section and twisting for over a year at our home shower. Now we got the studio, we got the bowl, we got Andra, we could be a little fancier, All right, and then let's see, and from YouTube we had a question. Pamela, she said, I'm new to CurlMix, and I know you have different formulas for different outcomes. But what do your but do the formulas correspond with hair type, i.e. like 4A? Yes, Pamela. So there are some that work with some hair types better than others, right? The best thing for you to do is to go to CurlMix.com and take our quiz, because that'll get you a personalized recommendation for a product that you can use in your hair that'll work with your specific needs and your specific hair concerns, right? So that's CurlMix.com, right up at the top. You can take our quiz, get that personal recommendation. But generally, you'll find that if you are kind of in the type 4 range, especially with the gel and the moisturizer, you might want a little bit more hold. And then as you move up into the type 3 and type 2s, you might want a little bit less hold, a little bit less weight on those curls. So you might want some of the lighter gel. So on the type 2 to the lighter end, you have our Argan box, which is the lemon cream, the yellow one. That's the one that we kind of recommend for type 2s very generally. And then on the other opposite end of that, if you're type 4, we recommend you go with the vanilla berry, which features castor oil, or the fragrance free, which features sweet almond oil. Both of those have a little bit more hold. They'll add a little bit more weight that you might need to keep that style locked in. All right. And then we have another question over from Facebook. Let's see. Miranda, she said, I see you all here and there, but I've never tried it. I'm always open to trying a new product that I can share and review on my YouTube channel. Oh, sorry, Marita, not Miranda, Marita. So that's why she likes CurlMix. That's why she wants to try it. I see that's not a question, but a contest entry. So we'll see. I'll be thinking about that one for sure. Let's see. Antoinette, she said, I've only tried. Oop, I lost it. There we go. All right, this is moving really, really fast. We got a lot of entries. Let's see. Thank you very much. Antoinette, she said, I've only tried the gel and moisturizer. I do love the consistency of the product and how it makes my hair feel. I wonder if I use the full set, would it be even more popping? I love to try the shampoo and conditioner with the other products. Antoinette, I can answer that right now. Of course, it'll be more popping. One, that shampoo is a clarifying shampoo, but also very moisturizing. So to make sure your hair gets completely clean, and that conditioner will help prepare your hair for the styling products, right? So you want to make sure that that conditioner slicks down the cuticle layer of your hair, and that you're also capturing as much water and moisture in that phase as well. All right, let's see. Stephanie Smith, I lost that one too. They're going really fast. All right, so let me, thank you very much. We got it back. Stephanie Smith, she said, I love CurlMix because when I first went natural, I had no clue what my hair was doing. Some days it would be straight, some days wavy, and then some days straight and wavy. With CurlMix, it curls up so pretty and holds for days, and it always lets me know when it is wash time because it starts to get wavy. I love CurlMix. I love you, Stephanie. You're going to be my first winner. That was an amazing story. Stephanie Smith, you are my very first winner. You'll be going home with the Vanilla Bear Wash and Go system. All right, and then I'm looking for one more. This will be for someone who hasn't tried it. So I'm going to keep reading a few of those comments. All right, let's see. Stronda James from YouTube. She said, I recently got the big chop, and my hair is growing out fast. I want to try CurlMix and see how it works. I love the moisturizer and gel, and my hair absolutely loves it. So Stronda has tried the Wash and Go set, but hasn't tried the full system. But I love that you went to us right after your big chop. Thank you so much, Stronda. All right, and then let's see. Karen Jackson, she said, I love CurlMix and I like the shine. My 70-year-old mother came to visit me and tried it on her hair. She loved it she loved it and then accidentally packed it with her luggage when she went home. Look at that. Accidentally. CurlMix is so great, it's causing your family to steal from you. If that is not an endorsement, I don't know what is. So you know what? I'm going to give a bonus one. Who is that? The name is gone now. But I'm going to give you some CurlMix because I know your mom just jacked yours. So you can get CurlMix too. I'm so sorry it happened. But you know, when you create great things, you can't just leave them around your house. You don't know who you invite into your house. You know, you can't trust your mom. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. Please, you can trust your mother. But we'll get you some new CurlMix. So you are, can you pull it back up? If you see it, let me know, and I'll shout out your name. But you know who you are. And I'll shout your name out as soon as I can find it. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Kim was saying, where did all these viewers come from? There are over 400 people here with us watching me act a fool, which is cool.
It's
all right?
a costume.
I think it is. Maybe we should have a costume every week, Kim. Who knows? I think that might be our secret sauce. Let's see. I'm going to read a couple more comments too. Let's see. Rhea, she said, I've been natural for 4 years, but I haven't been able to find a product line that I can use for my 4C hair. All right. So, and then I lost that one too. I think it's Rhea Tate. Yes. She said that I've been natural for 4 years, but I haven't been able to find a product line that I can use for my 4C hair. I love supporting black businesses, but I don't know who to trust. Raya, I think it's Raya, it might be Rhea, but I think it might be Raya Tate. I know that you can trust us, Raya, and since you have 4C hair, this will be the perfect box for you. So Raya Tate, you are our 3rd winner. Congratulations, Raya. You can trust me. I'm going to get you the best wash and go ever with our Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system. So Raya and all of our other winners, make sure you do take a screenshot of the end of this live to let us know what you won, and then send that to info@curlmix.com along with your name, address, and all those details, and we will get the product sent out to you. Also, in order to be eligible, you have to share the live, right? So if you haven't shared it and you've won, we're going to have customer service go test it out. Go check it out, and we will eliminate you. So make sure you share the live, especially if you've won. All right. Let's see. That's funny. Tay Curls from YouTube. She said, I have to hide my CurlMix from my husband. He just called me and asked me if I'm watching Wash and Go Wednesday. Well, Tay, you enjoy yourself. Treat yourself to Wash and Go Wednesday on this Halloween Eve. All right, and do not let your husband steal your CurlMix. I have first-hand experience because Kim always snatching my body butter. Right, I have a very specific vanilla berry vanilla berry body butter. And every now and again, I just keep finding it in Kim's drawer. I find it on Kim's sink. And now, I just checked it. It's on Kim's nightstand this morning. I don't know how it got there. I'm going to assume we have ghosts. Because I know Kim wouldn't take my body butter again, right? But make sure you have your own secret stash of CurlMix if you have, sticky fingers in your house. All right? There's plenty to go around. If you feel like you need more CurlMix, it's a perfect opportunity to use that 20% discount right up there in the description. So from now until midnight, you can save 20% off your entire order at CurlMix.com using the code WGWOCT30. All right, Kim is telling me to stop. I'm playing too much. That's fine, but she's somewhere else. She's taking care of the baby, so we're gonna keep having fun.
You see how he rolled?
We're gonna keep having fun. It's Wash and Go Wednesday. It can't be boring, all right? So how are we doing over here? I see we have lots of sections. How many more sections do we have left to go?
So it's all in one up here. What I'm doing is once I get through, I go ahead and section it then, because this is not hair that I'm familiar with. So I'm making sure that I'm very thorough and sectioning as I go, as I feel like I need to. Remember, as we always say, sections give control. There aren't a number specifically that you need to be trying to attain to. You do what works for you. I do my hair in 2 sections. 2. Right down the middle, right and left. And so if that doesn't work for you, no stress, right? Like, it's your hair, you do what works best for you. So
yeah, I think Kim was up to 16 sections.
You see what I'm saying?
8 on each side. Mm-hmm. But yeah, is there kind of a section size you're going for, kind of?
So the sections are actually based on the amount that I feel like I can detangle properly. And so I'm not going to section one big chunk back here if I can't actually get through that with this detangling tool in the section right here. So this I can get through at once. I wouldn't add any and I wouldn't take any away. So once I'm finished with this, I'm going to twist it up and move on to the next.
All right. And so also, and I noticed that we have a few shed hairs every that are coming out as well. Marissa, how would you say what's kind of your normal kind of hair shedding? Because we always say hair shedding is normal, right? We can shed 60 to 100 hairs per day on average. So what would you say is kind of your normal experience with shedding?
Like my hand.
You get a nice little handful?
Yeah.
And then how often do you do your wash and go?
It can last for 4 to 5 days.
Okay.
But will life get to me? Yes. So 7 some days.
Yeah. 7 days. It'll last that long, but you definitely will end up with a little bit more shed hair. But that's actually not bad. That's pretty normal from what I've seen, because it looks like you have very dense hair, or from what I can tell. Andrea may correct me if I'm wrong, but you look like you have, when we say hair density, we're talking about a couple different things. Maybe Andrea could break it down even better than me.
So when we're talking about hair density, we're talking about the amount of active follicles per square inch. So if I take a square inch And then I'm hoping the camera can see this.
Yep.
That's a fair amount of hair. And so if you look in there, it's not so much, some people are like, well, what if we part? Sometimes that's accurate, but you see how much hair is in this one little thing. And they're fine, remember. So these are all separate follicles. And so I'm making sure that I get right up in here all the way to the scalp and get these. But yeah, as far as what you're going to shed each week, it varies. And it's very dependent on you specifically. So it's no reason to necessarily be alarmed, but just be observant and aware that you are paying attention. If you feel like there is excessive amount of shed hair, think about like what is happening in your regimen, how's your body feeling and things like that, because you never know. And then another thing when it comes to detangling, I used to detangle just kind of all the way to the scalp. And then I realized sometimes, like in those other sections on another client, that it would kind of shrink back up, and that's normal. That's that's a good thing, that elasticity, and that's why I am putting them in the twist to keep them stretched so that I can rinse this out and it won't retangle before I set. Is I need to go through on the other side. So think about how deep the teeth are, right? If you go through, your hair may not allow you to get all the way through. And so what I like to do is go to the other side and work through. And that just makes sure that I'm being very thorough and getting all those shed hairs out.
Oh my goodness. I have to stop and just kind of like take a breath here, because we have over 1,000 viewers on our Wash and Go Wednesday. I think it's over 1,500. That's just on Facebook, and we have a few people on YouTube as well. I think this is the first time I've ever seen it. You know, I want to say they came here for like the gender reveal, but I feel like they came here for me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know, right? Just kidding. No, but I'm glad to have everyone here. If you are new to Wash and Go Wednesday, you're here for the first time, which I assume a lot of you are. One thing you will notice is that we are starting from scratch on our model Marissa's hair, and we're using our CurlMix Wash and Go system to take her hair and give her the best wash and go ever using our 4-step system. And if you did not, if you were not with us in the very beginning, tonight we're using our Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system, which features organic castor oil, and it is perfect for those who have really dense, coarse type 4 hair, right? And it'll help strengthen those strands as well. But that castor helps add a little bit more weight to that type 4 hair to help it retain the wash and go style, right? And then also, if you are new to CurlMix.com, I want to let you know that we are doing giveaways throughout the evening, right? So we'll be giving away hundreds of dollars of free CurlMix products for those who participate. And the only thing you have to do, really, is share the live. So if you hit that arrow down at the bottom on mobile, hit it at the top on the desktop version, share that live, and you'll be eligible to win, because I am about to start our trivia round, right? I'm going to do, let's say, 3 trivia questions back to back, all Halloween themed, because Halloween is tomorrow. You see I'm wearing my little outfit. I have my Chewbacca costume on. I am ready, y'all. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. But I'm ready for the Halloween trivia, and if you are ready for the Halloween trivia, let me see some hearts on the video, and then we'll also be taking some questions throughout the evening. So if you have questions, just post them in the comments, and we'll try to get to them by the end of the night as we move through that wash and go system. Right, so we're already on step 2. We've completely cleansed her hair, and now we've conditioned it, and we're in that detangling part. I always kind of call that like 2B, 2A in the step system. So you add the conditioner, then you detangle while the conditioner is in your hair, so that you're easing through it. You're not pulling out your hair. All you're doing is getting out those shed hairs, getting out those single strand knots, and you're not damaging your hair. But I see the hearts. I see everybody is excited. All those people who are looking forward to winning the CurlMix products, they are ready. So without further ado, let's jump into the trivia round.
Now, one more thing before you do that.
Andra says one more thing. We got one more thing.
A question, I don't want to forget it. It's by Les. I think it's, can you feel the difference between finger detangling and detangling with a brush? Yes, to answer that short and quick. Yes, you can feel the difference. If, turn a little bit this way, so that way, sorry. If you look at this, There's one way when I go in, remember this is essential because we're smoothing during this too. We're smoothing in the grain, with the grain, with the way that the cuticle actually is supposed to lay. If I go in here and I put my fingers here, I feel this, but my fingers are pretty wide apart. If you look at this brush and you see those teeth, they're able to get into that hair the way that my finger cannot. And so I will miss hair if I only use my finger. So I can definitely feel the difference because the hair won't be as smooth, it won't lay as flat, and I won't be able to manage and get through it the same way. Okay.
Yep, so we got all the hearts going, and I can't believe this, but now there are over 2,000 viewers, right? So I feel like they heard me say we're about to start the giveaway, and they came flocking. So let's do it. I'm not going to hold you up anymore. It's all Halloween-based trivia, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to keep it light, but I know you guys are ready, and so we are looking for the first correct answers that we see. So I got customer service working. I got our producer working, so we're going to do our best to get the first correct answer. But again, I just want to keep you guys aware that Facebook may or may not show your comment to us first, even though you might see it first, right? So we're working with a different system, kind of. But without further ado, our very first quick trivia question, and the winner will receive our Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system. It is, how many pounds of candy corn is produced each year? How many pounds of candy corn is produced each year? Now, I don't know about you guys, but candy corn is like the mascot of Halloween candy, but to be honest, it is the second worst Halloween candy ever invented, if you ask me. That's my personal opinion. No shade to you if you love candy corn. I do not. It's second only to those like orange and black peanut butter toffee chews that I have no idea what they are, who made them, or why they're still in business. But we're looking for and I'm gonna give a clue. If we're not getting close to it, I'm gonna give you guys a clue because I see the numbers coming in. But yeah, to me, I'm not a big fan of candy corn. But how many pounds of candy corn is produced each year? I got a few people getting it really close. I got a few people getting it close, and it looks like we have a winner. Shay Keels. Shay Keels must have had her Google food ready because she was on top of things. Shay Keels, you are our winner. You guys can stop guessing. Shay Keels, she got it. It is 35 million pounds. Now, I have no idea who is eating 35 million pounds of candy corn, but they need to stop. All right? So, congratulations, Shay Keels. You are the winner of our Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system. All right, congratulations. And I hope that you love candy corn because there's 35 million pounds out there that needs help eating, and I am not going to be contributing a single pound. All right? And we have a few more questions, so don't worry if you did not win this giveaway. I got 2 more for you. I feel like we should just jump right into it. But I also see that we are moving on to the next phase. So I want you guys to check in there as well. So her hair is detangled,
Yes.
the sections are gone,
Yes.
and now you're rinsing out the conditioner. So what are you looking for in this stage as you prepare to do the styling portion?
Okay, so I want to get this hair very thoroughly rinsed. We are not leaving in any conditioner because like I said before, products can react to each other. And one of the indicators that maybe 2 products don't like each other, and it doesn't mean that you can't use them in conjunction, but you may see flaking. So if you're trying to put a styling gel or the moisturizer on top of conditioner, you may have some effects that you weren't trying to get. And so rinse it all out. It's okay. It's done its job. And that cuticle is laying where we want it to lay. It's smooth. And you can actually look at the hair and see how it is actually weighed down. And it's just got a smoothness to it that it didn't have when we first got started, when we were trying to get that water in there. Now that it's been properly cleansed and conditioned, it's looking like we can get ready for our set.
Right. So I got to shout out Denise Barber who said candy corn is the bomb. It's just not for me. I'm on it with Felicity. Felicity said candy corn tastes like candle wax. And I feel like that's being generous, Felicity, to be honest. It's like they tried to make candle wax appealing and then made it worse. Like, I might just rather eat candle wax. But that's just me personally. All right. So if you guys are ready for that next giveaway, let me see some more hearts because I'm going to go ahead and announce it once I know everybody is listening. Right? Rachel Hodge, she said 35 million pounds of nasty. I'm telling you. You know what's crazy? My dad loves it, and I feel like I just didn't get that gene. Like, he'll eat candy corn and peanuts. Oh my God, Vanessa just said candy corn and peanuts. Vanessa Warren, like you and my dad like cousins, we family, we don't know. I don't understand it, but you know, good on you guys. You have all the candy to yourselves. You know, that's one of the things you always did. You know, you come home from trick-or-treating and you immediately start the stock market exchange for candy. Candy corn is always whatever is left at the bottom of the bag, and nobody wants it. So I feel like my dad would just be like, you know what, just give me that. And he would have candy corn and peanuts in the car for weeks. He loves it, but you know, it's not for everybody. But our very next question, because I see the hearts, they're like, Tim, stop talking. Give me the products. I want it. All right, I'm on top of it. So our very next question for our trivia round, and the winner will receive our Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system. It is, in which country did Halloween originate? All right, so there is a little bit of debate online, but there is a generally agreed upon answer for this one. Which country did Halloween originate? In which country did Halloween originate? Right? Let's see. Vanessa Warren, she said, not those cheap peanut butter things. Vanessa, I have no idea what that peanut butter candy in the orange and black wrapper is to me. Somebody else mentioned it too. That's the first worst. Candy corn is like the next worst. It's number 2. All right, let's see. And it looks like we have a winner already. You guys are on top of things. And that winner comes from YouTube. So that is Christine Stufflebeam. Christine Stufflebeam. She's on top of things. The correct answer is Ireland. Ireland is the correct answer. So Halloween, as we know it, originated in Ireland, right? And then it came over to the United States with the Irish immigrants. And then it's kind of evolved all the way up until we ended up with candy corn and those peanut butter orange and black things. If anybody kind of knows what those orange and black things are, like, let me know in the comments. Because I've like never even seen them in the store. Like, where do people get them from? It's like a myth, a mystery or something. I don't know. I feel like there's a special store for like older people and to go and buy it to give to the kids, right? Let's see. While we still, and now I'm going to throw in an extra special giveaway. So Kim is directing me from the hospital. She's like, Tim, I need you to get serious. And since there are 2,000 people on this live, I want to do another share giveaway, right? So, 1,000 people on the live. So I'm going to do another share giveaway. So after our next giveaway, the next giveaway after this one will be another trivia. But I'm just go ahead and pull someone from our share list. So if you have not shared the live, now is your opportunity to share the live and be eligible to win, right? So I will make sure you guys are eligible, and then I'll pull from that share list and we'll get another random winner. And let's see. I see some people said they shared already. So as you guys are sharing, I'm going to go ahead and announce that the third trivia question. So the first one was about how many pounds of candy corn is made each year. That was 35 million. The second one was about the origins of Halloween. That was the nation of Ireland. But this last one is going to be a little interesting, and I was kind of blown away when I found this one. But without further ado, our last trivia question for the night, right? What were the original jack-o'-lanterns made out of? What were the original jack-o'-lanterns made of? Right? So nowadays we have really cool pumpkins that you guys like to carve and then leave on your porch until they rot, and then you have to get your son to throw them away even though they're awful and have flies on them. Or maybe that's just me. But the original ones started with completely different type of thing, right? So answer that question. I'll be looking for the very first correct answer I see, all right? And then also I'm going to be looking for the share list, and that'll give us the next winner after that. So it looks like we have a winner already. You guys are on top of things. And that winner comes from Facebook. And, oh, I think I just lost it. Can you scroll for me? And up, is that it? Okay, yep. It was Rachel Hodge. Rachel Hodge is our first winner. Our winner of our last trivia giveaway. Congratulations to Rachel Hodge. The original jack-o'-lanterns were made out of turnips, right? So there's kind of this debate whether it was turnips or potatoes, but turnips was the agreed upon answer from the multiple sources that we checked, right? So turnips were the first jack-o'-lanterns, and I have no idea how you carve a turnip. But they managed it, right? I guess they didn't have the internet, so they had time. They weren't on Facebook all the time, right?
Hey.
So, without further ado, I'm also going to be looking for those of you who shared the live. And so, as long as you shared the live, I'm going to look up that share list, and we're going to pick a random winner. But let's check in with Andra and Marissa and see how the styling phase is going. Because now, we're on step 3 and 4. And Andra, you like to do step 3 and 4 almost like simultaneously, right?
So, in a way, right now I'm actually working in step 3.
Oh.
And that's because we just want to make sure, if you look in here, there's no products here. It's very important to get proper distribution of the product. And so I'm going to go ahead and get it all in there until it's fully saturated and distributed. So I can go in and add where I don't see it and then work it in. And then I'm going to go in with step 4. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. Now, the reason he says sometimes it's like I do both at the same time is because at the end when I'm setting, meaning preparing to dry, whether that's going under the blow dryer or using the Dyson or the handheld dryer, I want to make sure that I'm smoothing together and then setting it, which means it's just like setting with rollers. Once it's time to set, you put the hair on the roller with whatever your setting agent is, whether that's lotion, gel, whatever is, the look you're going for. And so, yeah, I'm doing it separate, and then I go back in with step 4, and then I get ready to set.
All right, and then I also want to give you guys a quick reminder. From now until midnight, you can save 20% off your entire order if you head to CurlMix.com or the link in the description and use the code WGWOCT30. That'll let you save 20% off your entire order, and if you spend a certain amount, you can also get free shipping, but it is one of the biggest discounts that we do, and we want to make sure you guys take advantage of that as well. So, use that code or the link in the description, head to CurlMix.com and save 20% off. Especially if you have not tried CurlMix and you haven't won one of our giveaways, you can still be a winner by saving all that extra dough. Alright, and so I'm also going to pick our next giveaway winner as soon as we move to step 4. Now, Andra is doing something really cool when she does the step 3 that I don't think gets enough credit, right? So a lot of times people always ask us, how much product, how many styles will I get out of the bottle? And basically the answer is it depends, right? It depends on how much you use. And one of the best ways to kind of extend the life of your bottle is to add more water into that process. So you'll kind of see as she goes along and is styling, she'll continue to add just a little bit of water to help that product get distributed, as opposed to going back and adding more product, right? I know I'm guilty of having a heavy hand with the products, and I know a lot of people are, but you can always add just a little bit more water to make it stretch. And then that'll also help at the end of the style, because it's going to be less likely to flake when there's more water and less product, and it's also going to be less likely that you come out with that crunchy cast feeling. You want to have a soft, kind of crisp hold. You don't want it to be crunchy, and a lot of times that's because you might be using too much product. So that is a really, really cool tip that I always say needs a little bit more emphasis. All right, and then we also have a few more questions from folks. So China, she said, are you checking questions here on YouTube? Absolutely, China. We got a few questions from YouTube already. So go ahead and ask a question, China, if you have one. And then I also see Paige, she said, I need Andra to do my hair. Don't we all? I feel like everybody would love to get that TLC from a professional. But then also, let's see, Tiffany, she said, I have high porosity hair. which one would I use? Right? So high porosity hair is basically your hair absorbs water really, really fast and then it lets it go. Oftentimes when we see folks with high porosity hair, they may have done some sort of treatments to the hair, whether that's color or heat treatments, but they also might just be naturally highly porous, or maybe even they have like a type 2 or kind of in those ranges, which tend to be a little bit more higher on that porosity scale. But that's only one part of the equation to how you should care for your hair, right? That's one part of a many variable equation. But I'll let Andrea talk about it. She's the pro. How would you address high porosity hair specifically as you're doing the wash and go style? Right? And then what are kind of some of the other factors that you would consider before necessarily giving a product recommendation?
Sure. So as a professional, I would have to see your hair and do a really in-depth consultation as to why you believe that it's high porosity. And so that's something we have to talk about. I need to know the history of your hair. I need to know what you've been doing as far as any chemicals, any manipulation, any processing, to get an accurate understanding. Because it's easy to kind of hear these things and feel like maybe it's you, but not know for sure. And that is definitely where a professional comes in, and that's what's great about those in-salon appointments with curl artists. So I would definitely recommend sitting down with a curl artist near you to see to it that you can get what's specifically for you outside of recommendations for products, to address any treatments you may need or any damage that you have that you're not quite sure how you should be addressing it.
All right, that's a really cool way a really great thing that you guys should take. We also have a question from YouTube coming from Les M. He says, should the leave-in conditioner dry first and then add the flaxseed gel? So we do not have a leave-in conditioner in this 4-step system. All right, so Andrea said it earlier. You want to make sure that you're completely rinsing out the conditioner before you start the moisturizing or the flaxseed gel process. So not everybody uses a moisturizer, particularly if you have type 2 hair. It might be a little bit too heavy for you, but you want to make sure that you rinse out the conditioner completely. And then also, she asks should you dry the hair before applying the flaxseed gel. Never, ever, 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 ever apply CurlMix to dry hair. All right, we always recommend that your hair be completely saturated with water, and that's why we tell you to make sure you do it in the shower. Do your hair in the shower so that it's completely wet, dripping wet if you can get it. Because the more water you have, the more water you're getting absorbed into that hair, the better the products are going to activate on your hair, which also means the better length retention you might have at the end of that style when you're locking it in, the longer it will last, right? So that moisture is the key to your styles lasting as well. So we want to make sure we have water, water, water in every step of that process. Do not apply products to dry hair. All right, and then also China from YouTube. She said, I love your products, and I used it for the first time on Saturday. I was shook. I've been a natural for almost 2 decades and have never seen this hold in my curl pattern for so long. So quick question, I've noticed 2 things. It's really hard when I finish drying, and 2, it started flaking really badly yesterday. What am I doing wrong? So that goes right back to my last point, China. You might be using maybe too much product and maybe not enough water, so you might have to kind of experiment. So every styling gel will cause a cast. That's how the product adds that hold. But flaxseed gel, if moisturized properly, leaves a really, really light hold, a really, really light cast. It should be crisp but not crunchy. So if you end up having crunchy hair, it's more than likely that you might be using too much of the gel. So make sure that your hair is soaking wet. Start with a little bit and then build up slowly. But your hair has to be soaking wet first. So I would say give that a try and then let us know. But I'm so glad you got amazing definition. That's really the purpose. It's great definition that you don't have to feel guilty about because you know the products are all natural, organic, and high quality. All right, and so we have a few other folks with questions. I'm going to pull one in from Facebook if I can get to it. All right, so let's see. Oh, Oily, she said, oh no, not on dry hair. Yes, do not apply products to dry hair if you can manage it. All right, and then also we do have another giveaway rolling around too. So make sure you share the live in order to be eligible. I'll be announcing that in a quick second. All right, and then we're going to jump back into Andra, who, are you on step 4 now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so she's applying that flaxseed gel. And so I really want you guys to take focus on the technique that she's using, right? We are applying it with our hands. She's using it to she's emulsifying it a little bit in her hands and then making sure that styling. He said, I understand the new mango system with tea tree oil comes out November 1st. And this system recommended for type C hair. I think she might be saying like 4C or type 4 hair. I'm not sure what just the type C is. But yes, it is usable by all hair types, right? So this limited edition fragrance was designed to be a general purpose because we weren't sure who was going to buy it. It was something that our curl mixers picked, so everyone who has the opportunity to buy it can use the products effectively to get a very bomb wash and go. So I'm glad you asked that question because it definitely will work whether you're a type 2, type 4, it will work for you. All right, let's see. What Christine Stufflebeam, she said, what is the best way to refresh your curls using your system? Actually, I would love to talk about refreshing because that's a kind of a topic that comes up a lot, particularly when we say, oh, we can get you 7 days of your wash and go. Almost everybody has some kind of environmental things that they're dealing with that may or may not allow them to get to 7 days. So they might want to refresh, after day 4, day 5. So Andra, can you talk a little about what you can do to refresh? There's a couple things that I like to do, but I'll let you guys hear from Andra.
Mm-hmm. So the question is for you specifically, what's your idea of refreshing? So if you have something in particular we can address, that will be helpful. But yeah, I'm going to end up going this way. On the other side. Yep, I'm going to come right around. So yeah, what your idea is when it comes to refreshing. Now, I don't refresh, and today's not a good example to go by with the fro, okay, the Afro puff. But if I'm doing a wash and go, I'm doing it for longevity. I want to be able to wear it until I can't wear it no more. And so what I'm doing to refresh is I'm actually resetting. I'm going in after my days are up, after it's taken all it can take and giving me all it can give, going back in and I'm resetting. I'm doing the whole process over again. So as far as refreshing, there should be no need to. If it's time to refresh, more than likely it's time for you to redo your set. So day 2 after getting the crushed curls. Okay, perfect. Crushed curls. Now that is about how you're actually protecting your hair overnight. And so in the morning, I have something that's called a Tough headband. It's something off of Amazon. The actual brand name version is called a Buff. I wear that to kind of cocoon my hair backwards. It's actually what I have on now that's keeping the puff up. And it actually cocoons the hair. So in the morning, I take it off and I just shake. Now that I'm able to do because, again, I'm using water-soluble products and my hair is hydrated. And so it's going to give me that movement, especially because it hasn't been... It hasn't been like crushed to the point where it's going to be stuck in that position. So if you're finding that your hair is like immovable, then you need to consider like your regimen. Is there something that you need to change? Are you using steps 1 through 4? Are you cleansing often enough? Because your hair should be moving. And then whether or not you use a bonnet or like the buff like I do, or whether you pineapple, depends on the diameter of your curls, the type of curls you have.
Or even a satin pillowcase.
Right.
We always say, number 1, you should always be protecting your hair when you go to sleep, right? So I always bug Kim. I was like, Kim, where's your bonnet? Are you wearing your bonnet tonight? Where's your bonnet? Or she might just send me to go get the bonnet because it's almost always not... The bonnet has been saving our lives. I might have to get me one soon. You know my hair is growing out, y'all. But yes, make sure you are protecting your hair at night, and that will also extend the length of your styles. And if you're also, sleeping on like cotton, that is going to sap moisture away from your curls, which also shortens how long you can keep those styles. But there is a great discussion going on in the Facebook Live comments. If you guys are in there, everybody's kind of listing out how they do their hair refreshes, which is really cool. So I saw a few people like AR and Array say they just use basic water. A few people said they just get in the shower and let their hair kind of steam up. They're not wetting it directly. And a few people even said that they might add a little bit of water and maybe a little bit more moisturizer on their hands and then go through with their fingers. All of those things might work, but you can kind of notice that everybody kind of has their own way of getting their styles refreshed, right? So shout out to the Bonnet Gang. I see y'all representing. You already know I was going to shout out the Bonnet Gang. I was just getting to it. But yes. So the Bonnet Gang is a great organization within the CurlMix community. If you have not joined it, I always recommend it. If you don't know where to find them, don't worry, they will find you. So make sure you are protecting your hair at night. And then if you want to do a refresh, Kim and a few other people just say let it steam up in the shower or add just a little bit of water after day 4, day 5, and you'll get a little bit more time out of that style. So the other cool thing you can do is a pineapple with like a silk scarf. But there are also a few things that we have in the works specifically for those things coming up. So I'm excited to share those things with you guys a little later, so look out for them. And I'm going to get to a couple other questions as well. All right, so let's see. Yeah, Stephanie Smith, she said that shower steam is awesome. Yes, Stephanie, I love it. And then Samantha, she said, I use a bonnet at night and my curls still come out crushed and frizzy. That's very interesting, Samantha. One of the things I've also seen people do is they do a combination of things, right? If you feel like your hair is getting crushed in the bonnet, if you pineapple, so for instance you have a lot of hair, if you pineapple and get the curls from the back of your head up to the top so that they're not getting crushed, and then go in to cover with a bonnet, that might get you a little bit better style. So you may just have to experiment. It's going to be a little different for everybody. Of course, you are all unique in your own very special ways, and we want to make sure that it's applicable to just about anyone. All right, and so I have, yes, so they are recruiting. They're recruiting in the comments for the Bonnet Gang, right? Pamela said, come find me. All right, so we also have another giveaway coming up. So if you have not shared the live, please share the live. We will be selecting that list from that list in just a second now. But I also want to remind you that from now until midnight, you can save 20% off your order at CurlMix.com using the code in the description. That's WGWOCT30. That stands for Wash and Go Wednesday, October 30th. All right, and so we'll check back in as we move to the final phase, which is setting the curl. Andrea, can you talk about why it's important to set the curl and what you're kind of doing with this method that we call the blowdown method?
Yeah, it's really important to set the hair, otherwise it's still wet and it's still gonna move. So when we're setting, we're using the dryer, we're using heat. Oh, nobody can see me. Is that what it is? Can they see me? Oh, they can't hear me. Okay. All right. I'm going to start over. Okay. So it's very important to dry the hair because there are bonds that are affected either by water or by heat. And so when we're drying, when we're going under the dryer, when we're diffusing, or when we're using this dryer to do the blowdown method, what we're actually doing is resetting those bonds in place. That is how you affect the hair. So you notice I can put my hair up in this high puff, but as soon as I take this off, it's gonna fall back down because it hasn't been reset. The bonds haven't been reset by any water or by any heat. And so when you go and get in the shower, you put that water in, the bonds go and they change and they're pliable and manageable. And then when you go and let's say you're somebody who straightens hair. When you're straightening hair, you go in with a heat, right? And you're restructuring those bonds to get it to do something other than what it normally does. And so that's why it's very important, because if those bonds aren't set in place, they'll revert back to how they normally are. And so that's why a lot of people air dry. When they air dry, they might get more frizz. because it's naturally going to go back to how it wants to be, as opposed to if you set it, you'll be able to retain that curl longer. So that's how that works. What we're doing here has been dubbed the blowdown method, and it's just an opportunity or method rather for you to blow the hair downward in the direction of the cuticle, not against it. If you don't have a hooded dryer, or if you just like this method better. So that's what we're working with. Shake for me. Yeah. And so one of the reasons I'm having her shake is because the blowdown method can really leave that hair in a very set position. And you may just want to shake just to get the curls to kind of move where you want them to move and set where you want them to set.
So we also had a question. Someone asked about the serum, right? So we say that you can use a serum for at least 10 different uses. If you get a serum, check out the log on the serum and the description on the product as well to see all the different uses of our serum. But the best way people use the serum is often to help break that cast. So right now, Andre's kind of setting the hair, and then a few people might go back with a little bit of serum in their hand and go over those curls to add a little bit of oil right up at the top. Oh, so people wanted to know if you could repeat why you should set the curl.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. All right, you should hear me just fine now. So I'm gonna take a quick second because I can get this out. Okay, so you set the curls because if they're wet, they're still pliable, they still will move, and they will revert back to what they normally want to do. And so they normally want to kind of be wild and free, not set in any specific position. When we're coming in with a hooded dryer or a hand dryer, whether it's diffused or not, we want to be able to set and restructure those bonds, and heat does that as well as water. Do you dry until the hair is completely dry? You dry until you're good with it. So a lot of people want it to be 100% dry. What happens if you dry to 100%? A lot of times you can create frizz. So really we want to get that outside dry and the ends. So then you can go, right? Which is one of the reasons why I don't do my hair at night, because I don't want to have damp hair when I go to bed. So if you're doing it in the morning on a day that you have a little bit of time to sit under the dryer or to hand dry and air dry throughout the day, once the outside is dry, that inside is going to dry over time, and nobody can see the inside, right? And so we want to get the outside set, and then the rest will dry over time. You only have a hooded dryer, no handheld. That's perfectly fine. You can go under that hooded dryer. That'll work too. Just give yourself a good amount of time to get the outside dry. Some people, that's 25 minutes. For me, I sit under for like 45 minutes. I'm high density. So yeah, it just depends on what you're working with. I hope that answers that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Andre. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and announce our final giveaway winner. All right, so when I say final giveaway, this is gonna be our last product giveaway, right? So you still have at least one more giveaway, but I see a bunch of people have asked us, where is Kim? As we got some new folks in. Kim is at the hospital taking care of our beautiful baby boy, right? So Kim delivered yesterday afternoon to our beautiful new baby boy. He was 7 pounds, 4 ounces, 20.5 inches long, happy and healthy. He's a really chill baby already. I can tell he kind of favors me. I'm feeling it. But he is his mother's twin, and he is absolutely beautiful. I've been walking around with like my security clearance on, so like it's been getting me to all the doors at the hospital. Like, oh, you have a baby, congratulations. You can go anywhere you want, which has just been kind of fun. But yeah, Kim is having a lot of fun hanging out with our new baby boy. He might be back next week. We'll see. But for now, we got a little more important things to take care of. But I am here with you so that you can have your Wash and Go Wednesday like you are used to. We're here to serve. And hopefully you have learned something about how to care for your hair, about how to use CurlMix products, but more specifically, we hope you learn principles about how to care for your hair regardless of what products you use. All right, so without further ado, let's get to this last product giveaway. All right, so initially, we asked you guys in the beginning, make sure to share the live in order to be eligible to win. And so I'm going to have customer service go to that share list and pick out a name from that share list, and that will be the winner for our last product giveaway. And just to let you guys know what you will have won, right? Tonight we are giving away our Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system as part gender reveal, but then also because we knew that it would work really, really well on Marissa's hair type. I don't know if you guys know this, but Marissa is back there up on the wall. And so she was also featured in that email that you got about Wash and Go Wednesday. She has been using CurlMix, and the Vanilla Berry is her favorite. So we decided to go with it, and it just so happened to line up with the gender reveal. It was perfect. Alright, so if you want to win the Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system, make sure you share that live. And customer service is going through the list right now, and they are going to pick our final winner. Alright, while that is being done, you guys can catch up on Andra, who is now setting the curl. She's setting that curl, like she said, to build up those bonds and get that style looking wonderful. Alright, and then also we want to make sure that we're retaining the length of those styles. And we are almost there. Also, if you have any more questions, make sure you get them in now so that we can get to them before the live ends, because we have one more giveaway after this, which is going to be very, very special. We don't want you to miss that either. Alright, so, and I'll see if I can actually get to some of the questions myself. Oh, and then last but not least, I want to make sure to remind you all of the huge discount you get on CurlMix.com using the code in the description, WGWOCT30. Alright. Rachel, she said, I said this earlier, but I have to say it again. Thank you guys for thinking of us and still doing Wash and Go Wednesday tonight. We love and appreciate your dedication to your customers. Thank you, Rachel. I'll tell you, I'm kind of missing out, but I'm here for you guys, and it's just, we have plenty of time to take care of my son. Everybody has just been so helpful and understanding throughout this process. It's been a blast. I'm loving it, and I'm going to go see my baby boy soon. So don't worry too much about me. We're here to take care of you guys, for sure. Alright, and then let's see. People are asking about that Dyson dryer. I love Christine. She said, you got to ask Santa for that Dyson dryer. Listen, you do not need to have a Dyson dryer. I know that always comes up, but you do not need the Dyson dryer in order to get the best wash and go ever. Any kind of dryer will work. Whether you have a hooded dryer, whether you have one of the dome dryers, if you have a standard hair dryer. I know we didn't get the Dyson until, you know, several months after doing Wash and Go Wednesday. We were just using a regular beauty supply dryer, and we were getting results that were amazing. So you do not need another car note type of dryer. But I think last week somebody asked us, you know, do we have some kind of deal with Dyson? Unfortunately, no, we do not. But we'll see what we can do about that. All right. So somebody asked, should we use the product every day? We do not recommend using any product every day on your hair. The number one issue with adding more product to your hair is going to be buildup. So the problem with buildup, and a lot of people kind of get into this issue, is that buildup is a feedback loop, right? So most people think they need to add more product when their hair feels dry, or when it doesn't feel slippery anymore, or if their style isn't doing what they want to do. They always kind of think, let's add more product first. But I always suggest adding more water first, or starting your wash and go completely over. If you're adding more product, what you're really doing is adding another layer to that hair and kind of robbing it of the moisture that it needs. So if your hair is dry and your styles are flat, what you need is water. If you're adding more product, you're actually just going to make it worse. It might look good or feel good for a small amount of time while the product is on there. It might feel slippery, but what it's really doing is blocking your hair from moisture. So the best thing to do is start it over, but do not use any product every single day. Right? It is unnecessary. Right? So the winner, oh, that's not it. We'll have the winner coming up soon. Alright, and so, let's see. We had another question. Sean, she said, buildup makes my hair sluggish. Water works best. Yeah, Sean, that's a good way to say it. Buildup makes your hair sluggish. I never heard it say it like that, but thank you very much for that. All right, and let's see. We have someone over from YouTube. Let's see. Trying to follow this one. And you don't have to worry about having to go to the store because you forgot that you need shampoo. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'll get back to it. All right, Marina, she said, Tim, my hair has grown so much since I started using CurlMix, and I'll be posting pics later. All right, Marina, I want to see those pictures. I'm going to hold you to it. Marina Beasley has been on the Wash and Go Wednesday with us for a long time. So we're excited to see those pics, Marina. All right, and the winner is, for our final giveaway, Lexus C. Buckley. Congratulations, Lexus C. Buckley. You are the winner of our final giveaway for our products for the evening. So that is our Vanilla Berry Wash and Go system. All right, make sure you take a screenshot of the end of this live and send it to us at info@curlmix.com, like all of our winners for this evening, and you'll get that product sent right out. So are we ready to reveal the final style? All right, game time, you guys. This is what you have all been waiting for. The final style is ready, so we're going to get her cleaned up and get her showing off those amazing, amazing curls. I'm excited. If you're excited to see the final look, let me see some hearts on the video. All right.
So it's important to note that it's not 100% dry, and you can still see some kind of wet areas of some product. That's because it just takes time.
Do you want a 360?
Oh yeah. So we got you.
Closer.
We got you queued up. You can get a little closer, and then you can go ahead and do a 360. So I love that you have. You can also even tell that you have a few different textures throughout your head, which is very normal. But I love that you have a lot of length, and you also have a shape. When was the last time you got trimmed?
With you guys?
Oh, so how long ago was that? I'm trying to remember now. It had to be. It had to be maybe a couple months.
Beginning of summer in June or July.
Okay, so
Yeah.
see, time is flying for me because I swear that was like a month ago. But yeah, so she had a trim within the last 6 months, right? So she does have a shape to her hair, which helps enhance that style, and it looks amazing. I'm gonna let's see, Stephanie Smith. She said, "Look at that definition."
Thanks.
D. Blair, she said, "CurlMix is consistent. That is a perfect wash and go every single time." And she said, "When I need a fail-proof product, no matter the weather, I use CurlMix." Thank you so much, D. Blair. Let's see, Kia Koch, she said, "It is beautiful." Rachel Hodge, she said, "It's very nice." Deb said, "Her hair looks great." Marina said, "Ooh, nice curl definition."
Okay.
Very nice. Yes, it looks amazing. Let's do one more 360 for the people. And you know, Andra, she always has you. Have you had to do the shake? Mm-hmm. Okay, we missed that. You know that's my favorite part, y'all. You can do it and one more shake. Woo! Look at it. Lion, mane flowing, the curls flowing, hair dripping. It's amazing. We love, love, love the way that style came out. People are just fawning over your hair. It is so gorgeous. We love that curl definition. Beautiful hair. Felicity, she said, "Let me borrow your hair for a week."
You can have it.
All right, and then, A.R. Baker, she said, "What is the name of that hairpiece you're wearing, Andra?" Actually, I'm going to have Andra throw this up on her social media page. So, if you guys don't know, you can follow Andra on Instagram at Andra Renee, and I'll have her post the answer to what she has on her Instagram. So you guys have to go follow her to figure that answer out, right? But without further ado, it is the end of the evening, and we have one more giveaway to go, and that is for our Curl Mixers only, and it is our t-shirt giveaway. So if you are not part of the greatest curly hair community on the internet, that is our private Facebook group, Curl Mixers Only, I don't know what you're doing. You are really, really missing out on all of the hair knowledge of thousands and thousands of curly haired women and men who love to share their stories, who love to share all the tips and tricks. And then on top of that, you get unprecedented access to us as a company. Kim is in there every single day, except when she's giving birth. And then our customer service team is in there every single day, answering your questions, meeting your needs, you know, liking your pictures, giving you love, shouting you out, all that good stuff. So if you have not joined, curl mixers only. Check your email after your order. So it'll be the very first email you get. It'll have your private invite in there, or you can request access on Facebook. And then we'll just check you on the customer roll. So you have to purchase CurlMix in order to win. So that's why we call it our true curl mixers, right? But if you want to win the CurlMix t-shirt, all you have to do is answer this one question. We're going to find the first correct answer that we see. So it may not be the one that you see, but the one that we see. And you can only answer it if you're a part of that group. All right, so without further ado, let me see some hearts going. That means people are paying attention. Alrighty, here we go. How many curl mixers are in the Curl Mixers Only Facebook group? So if you are in the group, you can see that number right up at the top. I'm looking for the first correct answer that I see. I made sure we stopped accepting invites so that we had a set number. Alright, so if you are in the group, you know it. But I just want to give you guys an idea of how many people are just active in that group and participating and sharing their knowledge. Not to see that you are missing out or anything like that, but you are. You kind of are. Alright, so these numbers are really, really low. Oh, and it looks like we have a winner. I see the correct answer from Jade Sweezer. Congratulations, Jade Sweezer. You are the winner of the Curl Mixers Only giveaway. Alright, so you'll be going home with a CurlMix t-shirt. Make sure you take a screenshot of the end of this live and send it to us at info@curlmix.com along with your name, address, and all that good stuff. And 9.3 thousand members in our Curl Mixers Only Facebook group. Alright, so if you are not part of that group, you are really, really missing out. Alright, and so what we're going to do now is, as she's getting her hair the final steps of the way dry, I just want to take this moment to remind you all, number one, thank you for joining us tonight on Washing Go Wednesday. And then number two, make sure you use the code WGWOCT30. That's WGWOCT30 in order to save 20% off your entire order on CurlMix.com from now until midnight, because we will be cutting it off, right? And we're going to get a look at the final style in just a second. But if you have any final questions, let me know in the comments, right? And then we're going to take a look at a 360 one more time. So we got the shake, we got the style. It is looking even better. And then for those folks asking, can I buy the shirt? Absolutely. So go to CurlMix.com and just search t-shirt. You can buy it. It used to be the only way to get it was to earn it on Washing Go Wednesday, but we decided to spread the love that way. So you can buy a CurlMix t-shirt if you want to represent for it. We would love you to own a CurlMix t-shirt. But if you participate in our giveaways every Washing Go Wednesday, you can win one as well. So without further ado, the final look.
Hi guys.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back. All right, so now did you kind of push it a little bit further on the drying side? So what would you say it's at right now? Some people are saying it's like 60, 80% dry, or does that matter?
I would say 75%.
75?
Which is fine, because remember that the ends and the roots are going to dry over time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So they are loving the style. They're saying congratulations. It said hello, beautiful. All right. And then Marina said, Tim, I love your costume. Thank you, Marina.
You make that you bought this out?
Well, I'm gonna try it. out.
Oh no!
I don't got it.
No, we did it. Let's just say we did it. It didn't happen. That's a no.
I don't got it.
Yeah.
But that's okay. He doesn't speak English, so I got that going for me, which is nice, right? Yeah. So Lexi, she said those curls are popping. But that's the end of our evening. It is all past 8:30. Went a little longer, but I want to thank you guys for sticking with us. And I just can't believe we had so many people join us tonight. It has been an absolute blast. Thank you once again for joining us on Wash and Go Wednesday. You guys have a wonderful night. And make sure to check out CurlMix.com. Save some money using that code in the description. And we will see you all next week. See ya.